Okay, so take two of this game recap. I did a live one. Didn't like the audio in it. Live, just I guess I'm not gonna be able to do it until I get some better equipment. But we're here to discuss this crazy roller coaster of emotions type game. I cannot believe what just happened. It was insane. It was good. 8-7 in 10 innings. Oh my God. So Dexter Fowler starts off the game with a home run. We're going to jump right into this post-game recap, and then we'll go into my thoughts and everything like that. So Dexter Fowler hits a home run to start the game, and then let me get the feed up, guys. Sorry about this. Santana singles to right, and Coco Crisp scores in the bottom of the third. Now we go to the top of the fourth. Bryant and Zobrist are on base, and Addison Russell hits a sacrifice fly to make it 2-1. Now we're staying in the top of the fourth, and while Zobrist is on base, Contreras he hits it, and I'm like, it's out of here, and it just falls. And Zobrist is able to score, and it's 3-1. Now we go to the top of the fifth, and Javier Baez homers. I mean, just a bomb, 408 feet to right center field, and it's 4-1. Now, continuing on in this fifth inning, it's top of the fifth. Rizzo singles to right. Bryant scored, and it's now 5-1. Now, bottom of the fifth, they rally back, and Kipnis and Santana scored on a Lester Wild pitch. To me, in my opinion, I think they took out Hendricks a little too early. I think they could have kept him in there and avoided this whole situation with Chapman. We'll get into that. And then we'll go to the top of the sixth, and it is now 6-3 when David Ross home runs. He is the oldest player to home run in a Game 7 of a World Series ever. Maybe that's cool. I mean, it's a weird one of them weird stats they always throw out. John Buck, Joe Buck, whatever his name is, he always throws them out there. And now we go to the bottom of the eighth. It's still 6-3, and Geyer doubles to right, and Ramirez scored to make it 6-4. Now we go to we're still in the eighth inning, eighth season. It's late as fuck. Sorry about this, guys. Chapman scoring. You see the difference. When Chapman got on the mound, terrible in the eighth inning. And it's now 6-6 because Davis home runs to left field, a straight bullet. Barely got over it. Like, it was awesome. And Geyer scores to make it 6-6. Now, in the ninth inning, Chapman does come back and strike out to get through the inning. And sadly, we had to go to rain delay after that. Yeah, it pissed me off. So we go to the top of the 10th. Almora got on, and then they walked Rizzo. Here comes Zobrist. I believe it was a 3-2 count. And, well, I mean, maybe a 2-2 count. But Zobrist hits a double, and Almora scores. And we're not done. They walk Addison Russell, bring up Miguel Montero, and he's had one hit, and it was a grand slam. So the bases are loaded again, and he rips a single. Another runner scores. I believe it was Rizzo. Yeah, Rizzo scores, and it becomes 8-6. Now we go to the bottom of the 10th. Geyer gets on base again, and here comes the savior. They thought for a minute the savior. Rajai Davis comes up, and he singles. Geyer scores, and it's 8-7. And suddenly I'm like, oh shit, can they come back again? Nope. They take out Carl Edwards Jr., bring in Montgomery, and it was over. The Cubs win. So now I want to talk about this Chapman situation. I think they could have avoided all this. They kept Hendricks in a little bit longer and kept Lester in a little bit longer. I know they've both pitched some, but Aroldis Chapman, a reliever, a closer, has pitched 90-something times in 3 games. That's way too much. And I think they could have kept him in for a little bit longer, then brought in Chapman the way it was going, and I think it wouldn't even have to go into extras. It would have been a lot bigger of a deficit. It probably would have been 6-3. So it doesn't matter. It made for a way better game. Oh my gosh. So yeah, here's my thoughts on this. I am not an Indians fan. I'm not a Cubs fan. My favorite is the American League, but at this point in this series, with it being the Cubs, and the Cubs have not won in 100 and something years, I am totally fine. with the Cubs winning the World Series. I have no problem with it at all. I'm happy for the Cubs. It's 100-something years. It was pretty good, and you could tell it was a hell of a emotion roller coaster. Rizzo said he was mic'd up that he's a emotional wreck or something like that. And every out they got, they were looking at each other. They were like tensing up. And at the rain delay, Chapman went back crying in the locker room because he knows he gave up those runs and they had to go to extra innings. It was just insane. Oh my gosh, what a game! What a game is all I got to say about that. Great stuff. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, make sure you check out the other videos down below. Subscribe, obviously, if you're new, and if you like what you saw here today. Cubs win, pretty amazing, 100-something years, like I said, and yeah, another quick thing. If last year I did this during the off season, so trades and free agency in the off season, gonna be on the channel. Each thing that happens, we're gonna talk about it, discuss it, and all that good stuff. So yeah, subscribe for that for sure, and like, subscribe, and comment. I am out.